Okay, the last step in sharpening them is to sharpen these side cutters. Remember I said two of them are sharpened on the left side and two on the right side. So I start on the ones that are sharpened away from me because I'm stroking with a flat file and pushing away so I can sharpen this tooth and then this one and then down, and then I'll flip the saw and do the other side. So if you can see these little reflections on the top of each tooth from when we jointed it, you've got the light up here bouncing off and you can see a reflection. If you don't see a reflection, that means it's either too low and you didn't joint it right, or in this case, I've already sharpened this tooth and so the reflection's gone. This tooth I sharpened about halfway and you can see just a tiny bit of reflection on it. And then these I haven't touched yet. They're on the other side. So to do this, I'm going to scoot over a little bit here. My rolling chair is really helpful for this. But I'm doing an angle here that's about maybe 40 degrees or so, a little bit flatter than 45. And I'm matching the angle of the side of this tooth. And then I'm just stroking down along the length of it. I'll do this one. So do that and just keep stroking until that reflection is almost gone. And then to do the other side of the tooth, I switch over and I'll do it on this side. And I'll keep stroking like so. And then when I get to where that reflection's almost gone, I'll switch to my diamond feather file and I just take a couple of strokes like this flat on the top. And what that does is it leaves the tip of the tooth just a little bit flat on top instead of an absolute point, because the absolute point is weak and it'll break off or bend on you. So it gives it just a little more strength if you do that. So it's more like a chisel point when you do that. Just a few strokes to get rid of that reflection. And then you have a sharp point that's a little bit broader than a pure point and a little stronger. And then you do the next one. So that's the process for sharpening the side cutters. If you sharpen too much, they'll get too low, or they can get a little bit shorter on the set too, because you'll be sharpening some of the angle off. So you want to just barely, when you stop seeing the reflection, you want to stop. Okay.